everybody, I am back with another holiday project layout. This is layout number 5. And sorry, bit of a delay. I went out of town this past weekend. And of course, this is the week of Christmas. So things are imploding. I still haven't finished shopping yet. I've got to get stuff for Christmas dinner, or at least my contribution for Christmas dinner. And yeah, you'll know how it is, right? If you're celebrating Christmas, it gets really, really hectic. But nonetheless, I am back with another video and another story to share with you for this project. If you are not familiar with the Holiday Project is a class that I developed and launched this November. And it's all about telling 12 robust Christmas stories. Now, they can be Christmas stories from your past, present, or things you're going to experience in the future. It could be a collection of traditions or recipes or anything that you have yet to scrap about the holidays. That's what this project is about, and it's 100% focused on the story. So for this layout, I'm going to share a story about the year that I received a Tickle Me Elmo. Now, in this photo, I am a teenager. This is probably about 1996. And I had joked for weeks about wanting a Tickle Me Elmo because I would always see the commercial. And one year my mom decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead, or at least that particular year for Christmas, I'm going to go ahead and get you the Tickle Me Elmo. And so that's me cracking up opening Tickle Me Elmo. So let me share the story with you. So in 1996, my mom and I relocated to San Diego. She reunited with and married her high school sweetheart who lived in California at the time. It was the perfect opportunity for us to experience a new adventure. The first year living in San Diego was tough. I struggled to make new friends. There were some rising marital issues between mom and her new husband, and getting settled into a new environment was difficult. Determined to make things a bit smoother, my mom decided to surprise me with a Tickle Me Elmo. Now, most teenagers would balk at the idea of getting a children's toy for Christmas, but I joked about wanting a Tickle Me Elmo for weeks. I was quite the sarcastic teen, and surprise, surprise, quite the sarcastic adult, and never thought that mom would actually go out and get me one. Interestingly, this doll was highly sought after that year. He sang, danced, and laughed, the perfect trifecta. After working my shift at Kids Foot Locker on Christmas Eve, I came home to this sweet surprise. More than anything, I love how my mom indulges my silliness, and she still does to this day. I kept my Elmo for many years. Sadly, his batteries ran out and he stopped laughing and dancing. Nevertheless, I will always remember how silly Elmo brightened my day and made things a bit better. It was hard that first year, being in a new state and a new environment. And so that just smoothed things over for me. So I was really excited. So this is me cracking up after I got off work. This was actually Christmas Eve of '96. And I opened the present to discover that I had a Tickle Me Elmo. And I think I ended up giving it to Corinne, but I can't remember. Now, I made an attempt to take a picture of these photos, because remember, I don't scrapbook originals. And I printed in black and white, but I think I'm going to go ahead and print it again in color just to see how I like it, because you can't really see Elmo, and Elmo is red. So I think I might reprint this and see how I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video. Information about the Holiday Project class is in the course description, so make sure you check that out. It's not too late to go through this process, even though we're winding down the December month. You can go ahead and work on this project next year if you want to. So go ahead and check it out. All Victoria Marie classes right now until Monday are 50% off. And so I'll go ahead and put that information in the description section below. So if you're on the fence or you're thinking about doing a holiday project, but you don't really have time now, and maybe in January you will, check out the Holiday Project. I think you'll like it. Get it now for 50% off. So go to the Victoria Marie course site, purchase the class, and go ahead and dig in. All right, I'm going to speed up the video and put this layout together. Okay, so I'm starting out with my first round of plans for this layout. Initially, I typed my journaling on well, I didn't type it. I printed my journaling on a piece of blue cardstock that matched some of the elements in my page, and I decided that it was a little bit too much blue. But I'm going to go with it for a second to see how I like it. The background is a pattern paper from, I want to say the Snow and Cocoa. No, it's not. I lied. That is not from the Snow and Cocoa collection. That is from a different collection, I believe, from last year. So what I'm trying to do is lay out this page. I went ahead and printed my photo in color because I didn't like the black and white. It just didn't come out very well. And it works with the color photos, so I'm good with that. And I thought initially I was going to do sort of this design where I have some corners from other pattern papers. I'm going to mount that blue on the brick pattern paper that's behind it. That's kind of a light gray brick pattern paper. It's really cute. And for some reason, it just was not working out for me. So here I am mounting my photos. I'm trying to decide what direction I want to go with the design. I'm so focused on the stories in this, the design elements are secondary to me. So I didn't quite have this one planned out. I thought I would stack the photos on top and it just looked too linear. And I'm like, I don't really like this, so let's switch it all up. Then I thought, hey, let me go ahead and put some corners on either end, but this time I'm just going to change up the pattern paper. And then I added another strip of pattern paper at the bottom, which is from the Snow and Cocoa collection. The black and white is from a American Craft 6x6 paper pad. And I'm thinking that looks okay. I'm going to add some tags there at the bottom. And that's from Ellie's Studio, which I love. And then there's another tag, I believe, from the Snow and Cocoa collection as well. So just kind of a mixture of different tags and such. And then a few other elements. I thought I was going to use that phrase, so much fun. And then a snowflake. The title of the layout is going to be Story of Elmo. For some reason, I couldn't get that out. It's Christmas Eve as I'm doing this voiceover, and I want to try to get this up tonight. So many things going on. So, okay. So the title reads The Story of Elmo, and I'm going to go ahead and commit to that. Now, the font I'm using is from Studio Calico, their 7 paper collection. And I love this font, except that in the pack it doesn't have multiple letters, duplicate letters, so that kind of annoys me. But I found some at Tuesday morning. I had a pack from last year in one of my kits, and then I found some at Tuesday morning, so I went ahead and purchased like 3 packs of those, so I could have more than one of each letter. Okay, so now I'm going to switch things up. I'm going to go ahead and do some clustering. And I took a piece of red and white stripe pattern paper from a American Crafts Holiday 6x6 paper pack. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that wood grain strip of pattern paper there. That's from the Snow and Cocoa collection. And I'm using that wood grain strip to provide an anchor or a base for my photos and embellishments to sit on. And this is a technique that I do quite often, particularly when I'm layering. Now I'm going to add my photos there. I'm adding some foam tape there at the bottom. There we go, peel off the back and get that into position. And they're not quite straight, they're kind of slanted, and that works fine for me. Now I am ready to embellish. I'm going to keep this idea of putting these labels and such at the bottom. And all I'm doing is I'm just layering them on. I don't have any rhyme or reason. I'm just sort of positioning them in a way that looks aesthetically pleasing to me. So some of those labels say the best of the best, season of joy, so excited about this, shining brightly, and I wait for this moment all year. So all really holiday themed phrases. All right, so now it's time to adhere all of those on. I'm using some Tombow Mono. Now at this point, I don't know what I'm going to do next in my clustering. I just kind of lay things out and see how well they look for me. And a lot of my scrapbooking is just that, me trying to figure out where I want to position things and moving stuff around. All right, so now I want to add a little piece of the foam strip to the back of that little circle that says yay. And as I mentioned, most of these tags are from the Ellie Studio Christmas, I think it was a Christmas kit that I purchased recently. And then some are from the Snow and Cocoa collection. Now this little snowflake is from the Snow and Cocoa collection that came in a ephemera pack. I'm trying to decide if I want to use that circle there. And I'm going to go ahead and abandon it. It says happiness found here, but I'm going to abandon that. Then I'm going to take this rubber charm. And I'm trying to remember, that was I think that was from the Wish Seasons collection from Kim Watson. I think. Oh, I could be wrong. Now I'm going to take some wood veneer Christmas trees that I just had in my stash. Those are more than likely an American Crafts brand, but I've had those for a while. I'm going to take this Snow and Cocoa collection puffy sticker, that little present, and set that there at the bottom. I want to add a little bit of texture, so I'm going to add a couple of staples there at the bottom to 2 of the tags, 1 on the left and 2 on the right. And now I'm trying to decide what do I want to do next. I got to add something. So I figured I needed something there at the top. So I'm going to grab this label, and it says Good Cheer and Memories. But first I want to mount it on some washi tape. And that washi tape is a faint black polka dot transparent washi tape, and it's really pretty. I'm going to add some at the bottom. And of course, par for the course, I already stuck stuff down, so I have to unstick it so I can put my washi tape down, because washi tape is an afterthought in my world. Okay, looks good. So now I want to add the year. And the year is 1996, and I thought I was going to use these black stickers from Ellie's Studio. And I love these font stickers so much, but the black was just a little bit too black. So I'm going to use these font stickers from Studio 112 to spell out 1996, and eventually I'm going to reposition that year here in just a second. So instead of keeping my journaling on the blue paper, I decided to print it on vellum, because I don't want to have it as a part of the layout. I just want it to be in addition to the layout. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm using some Allie Edwards stamps from the December Daily Kit from last year, her December Daily Kit from last year. And I want to stamp the word wonder. And then I'm also looking for another stamp to either serve as sort of a subtitle to my subtitle, because wonder is not the title of this page, but I needed something there. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the word wonder using some VersaFine ink in black. And then I'm going to stamp the phrase love this memory right on top of that. And I think that nestles quite nicely. I've been doing a lot of stamping lately, which is good. I pared down my stamps. I don't have as many stamps as I used to, and it gives me a lot less to work with, but I've been working a lot more with them, so that's really, really good. There we go. Stamp that on there using the same ink. Now I'm going to trim that up, and what I want to do is take my 3-hole punch here in just a second. I'm going to punch some holes there on the side. I'm going to bring my layout next to it and try and decide how I want this to go. I'm going to add some washi tape there at the bottom because I felt that it needed something, and that's a gray and white striped washi tape. And since I have some gray and white in the background of the layout, I figured that would work fine. The gray is a little bit darker than the background paper, but that's okay. Now I'm going to reposition the 1996 and put it here on the side because it needed a little something else, since I do have some of those tan tones with the wood veneer and then of course that wood grain pattern paper. And I wasn't so sure about these little puffy stickers. This is from the Snow and Cocoa collection by Crate Paper as well. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to add those there. I thought maybe it looked a little bit too much, but I'm gonna keep it. It's there. I'm gonna keep it. Now I'm punching out a tab. I love my tab punch. It's one of my favorite tools, and I use it a lot during holiday scrapping. I'm gonna add a little tab there. I'm not gonna put anything on it. I just wanted to add a little something there, so when people are looking through my album, then they it kind of gives them direction to turn that little journaling strip there so they can see the other layout. Okay, so that looks good. And that pattern paper is from American Crafts Holiday pack, 6x6 pack. All right, now I'm going to add some of these little reinforcers because I want to make sure that that particular piece doesn't get ripped out of the album. And these little enforcers are from the Dollar Tree. Not bad quality. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add those on there, and I use my 3-hole punch to add some holes there, and there we go. So I have my complete layout. Love the story of my Elmo. I still wish he worked. I can't figure out how to get him to work, but I wish he did. But a great story and a great memory. All right, some photos are coming up. Make sure that you check out the holiday project. All the information is in the description box below. Have a safe and happy holiday, and I'll see you in the next video.